break out the old bad boy. Let's try this thing out. It's nice and light. That's one thing I like about it. My other tent was about 25 pounds. The Hobbit hot tent. With the poles and everything. This thing's like 2 pounds. So, big difference. This shovel is awesome. Definitely a must-have. Yep. Definitely got plenty of width. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's long enough. We'll open it and try. That's all we can do. Yeah, it's enough. Good. Sweet. See how this is going nice and tight? There's a trick I use. It's this little guy right here. As soon as you get that, hook one of these up, pull it tight, and it's gonna stay nice and tight. It doesn't loosen back up. Sometimes when it's cold, it gets a little hard to undo. You gotta kind of heat it up a little bit, hold it with your hands, but I've been using them for years. They've been working. I like that. All right, time to put the sides up. Get this thing cracking. All right, back up so you can see this. This is what I'm doing on each corner and in the middle to make it nice and sturdy and give this some strength. Now I'm going to show you how this is going down and how to make a snow anchor. Because obviously you can't pound into the ground right now, it's frozen. So we already got our poles. Grab a snow anchor. First I'm going to start with tying my rope. I'm just going to give myself a little bit of length. I'm not going to do any kind of simple, hard knots, just over and over again. Snug it up. Good to go right there. Now what's really nice about this tent is it comes with both, where you can go to the bottom and up to the top. But it's too long, so we'll just cover that with snow anyways. That's going to be fine. Get in. Shut down in. Come on a little bit. There'll be some fine tuning, I guess, here. Gotta bury this one right down in. And if you have trees around that you can tie to, that's ideal. But if you don't, just put this down sideways into the snow. Make sure the rope's right in the middle. Bury her down. A couple steps. There you go. So running it down in and up gives you a lot of strength with this tent when these are in. It would take some serious freaking shit to knock it over. So one thing I didn't do is look up. That could be bad. If it went, it's good.
How does this stay on without moving?
Once you start pulling forward, it should just naturally stay where it is. Just tuck in, okay. It's inside, yo. Just gonna tie to this tree. It's here. Don't need a snow anchor. For this one, I just use the tree. Like I said, if something's available, just use that. It's the best thing to do. But if not, use the snow anchor. Just tie in the middle, bury it in the snow, cover it. Done. Take a peek inside. Here, buddy. This is nice and roomy. Get the shovel, start cleaning it up in here. So it's been about an hour since the last time I turned this on. Get everything set up. Everything's good. We haven't finished making our living setup yet, but that's what we got going so far. But we're hungry. It's going on 1 o'clock. So we're gonna crank up the stove and make some lunch. not batoning very well. Not that piece. Look over there, there should be a little bag with 2 pieces of wood in it. Yeah, look around. Back in, down.
What's this?
Yep, that's it. Right there on the thing. I need to collect some more of this next year. Fat wood. Cheating.
Look like little crystals in the heads.
Right? This is the fat wood. This isn't the wood that we just processed.
Yeah.
It would not start like that. Back off.
Open. There you go. Right there.
I don't know what you guys are thinking when you made this stove. See all the smoke just pouring up from there? This whole thing is retarded. It should not be there. Just allowing smoke to come right up. You can see the freaking flames coming through. Second time using this. That is dumb. Hopefully once we get more coals going and everything, it will start to draft properly. Till then, though.
Yeah.
Hello. Alright. Finally got some boiling water. Everything's going good. We're going to try this. I've never had it before. Chicken teriyaki rice. Supposed to be 2 servings. Take out the poison pack. Take a look. Doesn't look too bad. There's some good chunks of chicken in there. Some vegetables. Curious. Very, very curious. It'd be cool to be able to have these if they're good, you know, and not have to always bring a bunch of regular foods. I still brought regular stuff, but I'm able to make it a little easier. Because this still wouldn't be cooking food. Like it's hot back there, and it's getting hot on the chimney, so that's catching the water, you know, getting a lot hotter faster. But this, if I was trying to cook on this surface, it's not ready yet. It's not even. So this is a cup and a half. I'm assuming that's about a cup. Actually, a cup and 1/3 it said. I'm gonna go to the 300. That looks about a cup to me. It's a slow spout. I can't see, there's so much freaking steam coming from it. There we go. I need a light. I can't see. Almost. Good. Give it a stir. And close her up. It says wait 10 minutes. I'm gonna wrap it in this a little bit so it doesn't lose its heat value right off the bat. What's the time? Perfect. 2 o'clock. Right on the dot. 2:10. We'll be good to go.
Imagine
Now we must wait. What?
Imagine when we start eating, it's like super crunchy.
It might be. If I didn't put enough water in it, it might be. That means we're just gonna add some more water in it a little bit. What's this plate here? That's really good. Wow. What do you think?
Good.
For a freaking freeze-dried meal, like, all you gotta do is add water and wait. Oh yeah. I do recommend. A little bit of hot sauce. And then it'd be really good. It's gone. Empty. So that'd be enough for one person.
Mm.
Not two. Chicken teriyaki rice. It's got my stamp of approval.
Copy that. These little branches are just butter.
Warming up. I think once we get all this and split everything, that'll probably be enough.
Yeah. It's just good wood.
What?
It's good.
Feels pretty good. It's definitely dry. I love this thing. This is definitely
More than that.
what? I mean, this takes less effort out of my body. I had to put a lot of effort to do that fast.
Yeah, you get to use your whole,
Yeah.
all that instead of just one.
This is just one arm and I'm fucking killing it. Versus this one where I'm using, like you said, my whole body. Everything's working together. So even if it was a little shorter of time, I would still prefer this because it's not as exhausting.
Yeah.
When I was younger, they sell these little chain pocket saws. It's like, oh, it fits in your pocket and you can cut down a tree with it.
I have one of those.
Oh, they're a gimmick. I mean, maybe when you're young, but you get it and you're like, and it's binding up and it's twisting and it's just a
I had
pain
a
in the
thin
ass.
one. It's like a thin wire.
Oh yeah, those are even. Those are like would get you little sticks, but they'd never get through something like this. little trick to save my axe head from just smashing into the ground every time you split a piece of wood. It goes through and boom into the ground. So that's not really good for your axe. So I put this right here. My axe works as a stopper. From here. See how it goes through and then hits that wood? There's the wood falling in the stove.
Oh.
From here. And it goes right into that instead of the ground. Because from here, as I swing, it's naturally going to go that way. It hits the wood, breaks, then there. Yeah, it helps if I hit it. Did you get all the other pieces of wood over there?
I think I did. Oh, yeah. I think I was going to go back.
Yeah.
Once I got into it, it's like as far as I know. Trying to get a new form.
There you go.
I gotta do like this, I have to hold it lefty. Start off with a cat first.
Food on the grill, stack of firewood. Just relaxing, playing some Monopoly. The world's smallest Monopoly game. And it's very difficult to play.
Jim went with the chess.
Pieces are tiny. You can't go to... What the fuck? And Logan's gonna be trying the peak chicken Alfredo. It looks yummy. 43 grams of protein. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Along with the pork chops. Oh yeah, styling. First initial bite. Needs to be stirred around a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it actually says you're supposed to open it like halfway through and stir it and then close it back up. You didn't do that. Oops.
Tastes good. Foot's about to fall asleep.
I have some barbecue sauce if you want some.
This is
Barbecue sauce. Best way to carry it. Yum. Definitely gonna use Tabasco sauce this time. So I'm eating more of this because it was delicious. So 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
What do you give it?
A 4.
Compared to homemade, what do you give it?
Depends who's making it.
Okay, so Ashley's homemade.
It's better.
I won't tell her. She tries.
Yeah.
Tastes look at this too. You haven't had any water. Get some good pieces in there. That's the chicken. And it tastes like chicken. Whose goal was it? Remember?
Your turn. I put my knife right there.
Your knight here?
Yep.
Ah.
It's called forking. Yeah, this is not.
Good morning. Smoky, foggy, all the above. Okay, this is the winter well. For anyone wanting to purchase this, it's got a big flaw. This stupid thing on the top. You see how you can see stuff? As soon as you try to close this damper down, because you want to save heat, right? Look at this. It just pours through. Pours through it. So you literally have to keep the chimney wide open all the time. You can't close this down because smoke wants to come out the top of this stupid little container. Why did somebody who's so clever to build such a cool thing was that stupid to put this on there? The craftsmanship on the stove is great. I give it 5 out of 5. This design on the top is dumb. All the other stoves that you see, camping stoves, have a flat surface for cooking and everything else. There's no need of that being on there. So if you get one, you're going to have to put a gasket in there and get some kind of metal seal or weld it shut, because you won't be able to have it going. Sorry, my lens is fogging up. I can't get the fire roaring like I'd like to because the stove doesn't want to breathe properly. So for 360 bucks, it's got a really big flaw. And anyone who wants to get the small one, I would not recommend, because you cannot heat a big tent like this on a small one. This is the medium. It works if you can get it going, if you can get it to breathe properly. Yeah, let's try closing this again. See the smoke just pouring out? Dumb. What's the point of even putting a damper on there if you can't use the damn thing? You gotta keep it wide open, letting all your smoke, all your heat, at least 50% of my heat is going right up and out. If I could have gone back, I would have gotten the simple, simplistic $150 one. I wouldn't have gone this route if I would have known about that top and how bad it was. Everybody reviewing them, burning outside. Yeah, of course you're not going to notice any problems. You're actually not in a closed area. It never makes sense to me why somebody would buy a wood stove just to put it outside in their lawn and do a burn. It's meant for camping. That's the downfall when those things get chiseled in. Packing it up. Thoughts on this? So it loses heat very fast. It holds in the condensation, so in the morning, as soon as you fire up that stove, you get water and it starts to leak all over your stuff. So canvas holds that in and it kind of just runs it out, or you start up the stove and you can come out and you can just see the condensation just pouring off your canvas. It's a lot, canvas is heavier, but it's more beneficial. In long-term survival situation, this isn't it, guys. This wouldn't do it for you, because you're going to get your stuff wet. You have to crank the fire all night long because it's so big. The smaller the tent, easier it is to heat. And those, I'm sorry, those tiny little freaking military cans, wood burners that you're using, they're just not enough. I mean, you gotta sit there with little twigs feeding it all freaking night. You don't get any sleep. So you gotta go with at least a medium size stove. That's the importance. What's up?
I got that thing.
It's free! So inside, it was way worse. So all that freezes, and then when your fire starts, it all runs down, and it wants to drip all over your stuff anyways. So that's no good. Canvas will hold that in. And then you fire up the stove, it just evaporates it off and out. Which is more beneficial. This is pretty badass for, you know, bringing a hammock with you and wanting to get away from the wind. Summertime, cracking the stove, you know, to get some heat. But yeah, not long term. This isn't a survival tent by any means, guys.